You realize every time we start one of these videos, we start laughing.
The title, don't you?
I already did. I called it Hanging with Good People. Because these people are good. We like hanging with everyone. That's why I'm down here every night. Plus, it gives us something to do.
I know, right? I mean, what are you going to do? Out there and hang out with the fucking zombies and talk their motherfucking language?
God, we got one across the street. Jeezy, PT's a creeper. Ugh. Drives me insane. He's always staring at us like we're oddballs just because we don't talk to people. He's not worth talking to because he's a zombie. Talks about sports. Sports.
Yeah, and all he does is yell. He's either on the phone or he's outside yelling at his teenage son to run faster around the block. And there's more to life than sports, folks.
My gosh, I'm glad they've canceled a bunch of sports. That's the one good thing that's came out of all this. Because I can't stand sports, sorry. I am not a sports fan at all. Neither is he.
Never have and never will. And we have nothing against people that watch sports. That's for sure. I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I mean, in your spare time, we do
I think
different things in our spare time.
Yeah.
That you probably would disagree with.
Okay, so today's Friday. Thank goodness. Whew. Even though it doesn't even feel like Friday, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Working from home makes it a little bit more confusing, especially when I stay in my pajamas until. What time did I get my bath today? I was like 2.
I didn't even know you got a bath today.
You were at the beer store. My head was starting to bother me, so I thought a nice relaxing bath would help it. And then after that, I took a nap. Doing this on company time.
Oh, Elizabeth, I hope you ain't watching. I'm not talking about the Elizabeth, the blood sister. I'm talking about her boss. Damn, where'd everybody go?
Maybe they're getting sick of us.
Are we that motherfucking boring? No, it's all good.
Yeah, I think we're comedic relief for some. It's just everybody's busy right now. And that's all right. Everybody's doing their own thing. It is Friday night. Not that most of you can go out anywhere.
What's up? Yeah, our neighbor across the street, we feel like the burbs, the people that watch their neighbors and see how freaky they are, because you got to keep your eye on your neighbors, because I don't know, maybe we're just a little too antisocial, but we don't give a fuck.
Oh, hell no. I don't care what these people think about me.
Any of our neighbors, but we keep our eye on them, and we hide in the garage in the dark and watch them, and watch them play this simulation out, how mind controlled they are when they power wash their house down, they wash their cars, they mow their grass every certain day of the week. It's just, this place is insane. No, you got a spare roll, brother? Well, so maybe you can overnight that toilet paper, because we're down to our last sheet.
We have to share it.
Ain't that some shit? This place is insane. It has gotten so crazy. What's up, Joseph?
Did that. Goofy.
I got a little bit of lisp, I think.
Washcloth, baby.
I've never used a washcloth, but
it comes down to it, you're gonna have to,
right?
Because Jeezy Pete's, heaven forbid anybody try and find toilet paper right now. I just don't understand. My daughter and me were at there's a local Amish market here in town. It's only like 5 minutes away from us, and we went there tonight, and that place is always packed. I mean, it is always jam-packed because they're only open so many times. It's only like 3 days.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays.
So we went there to pick up a couple of things, and the place was dead as shit. I mean, it was so dead. Me and her, our mouths just dropped open. Of course, they had a sign as soon as you walked in that says 6 feet social distancing. And of course, we're waiting on food, and I had to sneeze, and I thought I might get beat up. I did sneeze.
Isn't that awful? You're afraid to fucking sneeze out there.
No, I literally went to a corner and tried to do it as quiet as I possibly could.
Yeah, it feels like somebody's going to come and scoop you up and haul you off because you show some kind of a common cold. And that's all this virus is. It is.
And they hit it at the perfect time because A, they're spraying like crazy here, but B, I've always had allergies, or maybe it's the shit they're spraying in the sky. Who knows?
It's just
this time of year for me that I have sinus problems. I sneeze a lot.
They brought it about it as a good time.
Well, it's the truth. Hi, Tiffany. How you doing? Seriously, it's ridiculous. I literally wanted to go and hide because
I know, Tiff. What's up?
Anyway.
What, you wanted to go hide? I
literally went because we were waiting at the sub shop to get the food, and I went to the closest back door I could, and covered my mouth like this, and I was trying to sneeze real quiet, and there were people around us. I know they were looking at me. Finally, I just yelled, "I have allergies." What people don't get, I don't understand. I just don't get it.
And they took out all the table, and I know I've said this before, but they took out all the tables and chairs of this facility that these people depend on, their livelihood. They're Amish, and it's called an Amish market, the Dutch market, and these people make a living off of that.
And no one will go in.
And like she was saying, nobody's going in there and buying anything.
Because you can't. I actually ended up getting a whole chicken so I can make slippery chicken pot pie tomorrow. And you can't find meat anywhere around these grocery stores. But that Amish market, I mean, they do everything themselves. And there was plenty of meat in there. But heaven forbid anybody goes in because you can't have more than 10 people in a spot. Hi, Rex. Hola, my familia.
Is that Spanish?
Yes. You didn't take Spanish.
No, I never took.
You didn't have to take foreign language?
Well, I never made it through high school to take it.
I had to take 2 years of that shit.
No, I made it to 11th, well, about mid 11th grade.
That's all right. Do you remember Miss Magruder?
Oh, yeah.
She was my Spanish teacher the first year. And then the second year.
There was a young Spanish teacher in there. She was hot. Vantino.
See, I had Lob. I had Senor Lob.
Yeah, she was young, and she dated a student too.
Maybe that's why I had Senor Lob, because she got kicked out. I never had her. Never even remember her.
Yeah, I think she did they got busted.
Well, it's just like that band instructor. He got kicked out too because he got busted with a student. Bunch of pervs.
Yeah, some shit.
Yes, but I'm not Mexican, but I am from Texas, and Texas, this government stole it from those people a long time ago. So do you know a lot of Spanish?
Oh, I bet it's tough right there on the border.
Oh, I bet.
Oh.
Ooh. I'm gonna say it. We were just like, ooh. Living here is just like a Spanish class. You learn a lot just being around it. I probably learned more from that than what I actually did in Spanish class because I always got kicked out. My Spanish name in my second year of class was Rosa. And he said, Rosa, out. And I always had to go sit in the vice principal's office. Muy poquito.
They always moved my desk out in the hall and I had to face the fucking wall.
No, I got sent to the vice principal's office and I had to sit there till class was over. And as soon as I walked in, the secretaries, they were like, "You're talking again, weren't you?" I'm like, "Yep." I talk a lot. You all already know that.
In school suspension, out of school suspension.
I never had out of school. I did have in school suspension.
Yeah, they love putting you in that little cubicle. It was a cubicle you had to sit in for what? How long are you in school? 6-8 hours? And you had to sit there inside of a cubicle by yourself and do fucking
Do you know what they made me do the one time
work.
I had in school suspension?
This
They gave
indoctrination.
me a dictionary and I had to sit there and write down the words out of the dictionary with their meanings next to it. That's what I had to do all fucking day. Needless to say, I doodled.
If you can homeschool folks,
I know,
please homeschool your folks. And El Sol or is it Rex Owens?
Yeah.
One of y'all, I know y'all
Rex.
have Rex have young kids, and I know your wife and you all have the means to homeschool, and that's a blessing. But I know a lot of
like
people.
Rex when he was in school. Yeah, I'm telling you, them two get along great. I know how to say El Diablo es en mí. I don't know how to say that one. Pantalones? What's that mean, Rex? El Diablo.
Tiff, I didn't know you were in El Sol or
What? You better clean them glasses.
No, she's in Texas. And are you with Rex?
Oh my God, hon, are you seriously that out of your mind?
What?
Tiffany and Rex are together. They're getting ready to have a baby and kittens.
Oh, Tiff, I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry.
Confused.
I am
My
so
bad.
sorry.
I know, Tiff, that's some shit.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Easy.
But you know what you should do? You should go there and hold a board meeting and give them a piece of your mind. Tell them the truth that the earth is flat and all your concept energy that you have inside of you. Because trust me, you'll have the Board of Education sitting around the table and you and your husband or wife can go in there and defend what they're doing to our children and speak your mind.
That was a very powerful thing that you guys did when you did that. Unfortunately, I was not the wiser then. I was still dumbed down, so I just sat there with my mouth shut.
And they're gonna shut the fuck up, and they're gonna shut. They all
I
have.
don't know how to handle you.
They all sit around a table with their laptops up, ready to type in fucking shit. And I guarantee you, when you start speaking the motherfucking truth, they're gonna shut their laptops down. And they're going to shut the fuck down. And then you're going to walk the fuck out there feeling like you own the motherfucking place. And it's no bragging rights, but I'm just saying that's your rights. You have a right to go in to your fucking public school system and hold a meeting and defend your child and take them out of there. And they can't do a goddamn motherfucking thing about it. Trust me, it's a scare tactic.
Tiffany, this one's for you since he's being an idiot. Someone has to keep him in
God
line.
damn it. I hate it when she rips my fucking hat off.
Well, you should have known who Tiffany was. What the fuck's wrong with you? God.
I know.
Sometimes
I see the last name. I know, Tiff. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow. I was in slow classes.
He rode the short bus.
I got held back in second grade.
This thing I can't see.
And I was in tutor classes. When the kids went out to recess, they put me in this little fucking like closet thing with like 2 or 3 other kids where we had to do extra learning because they said I was slow.
You couldn't even go out for recess?
No, I got held back from recess when I was in fucking elementary school. And I got tutored while all the other kids ran out there on the playground. And you didn't do a goddamn motherfucking thing either.
Probably made you worse.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh, she still
Tiff, I worshipped you too. And I get confused sometimes.
I flunked kindergarten. Well,
you two are a beautiful couple. And you make beautiful kids. And you have beautiful intentions. And you'd be beautiful neighbors.
We were just talking about that when we were out in the garage. How it would be nice to have you guys as neighbors. So they're like, wouldn't it be nice just to hang out with all of you guys? Just you guys hang out with us at night. Not sure why.
No, 144,000 are going to become beautiful neighbors. But it would be nice right now that everybody's so distant. This is the only way to communicate. And it's good enough for us, but it would just be amazing times if we all lived on the same block. And we had a block party.
Like it'd be a big block party. That'd be fun.
Blocking and rocking.
They did that to our daughter too. Take away recess. Fucking diabolical. That is ridiculous. The only time recess got taken away from me is because I talked too much in class and they made me stay behind and write on the chalkboard the whole recess. I will not talk while the teacher is talking. I'll never forget that because that's back in the days when there was chalkboards. And I had to I had to do it the whole time all the kids were outside playing. I will not talk while the teacher is talking. Obviously, that didn't do anything either, considering, I'm still getting kicked out of classes in high school for talking. But obviously, this is no surprise to you all because I talk. Just like he says, I talk too much.
Tiff, you're absolutely correct. Oh, yeah, she can talk. Trust me. She can talk. She can talk and talk.
Great, you just coughed on me. Now I'm going to die.
Me, I was the quiet, shy one. So that's why they put me in retarded classes, because I wouldn't answer the teacher's questions. I wouldn't raise my hand when they asked.
I didn't raise my hand. I just talked to my friends.
Fuck this school system. I don't know how it is these days, but I know it got worse. I mean, now all it is really is like sex perverted, guys and women girls going after each other.
I know, right?
It was never that sexual when I was in high school, but my youngest daughter and my middlest daughter, well, even my oldest daughter, when they all went to school, it just seemed like that's all it was a perverted school system. And that's all they cared about. And they brought, they just came home and was like, that was it. It was like,
and I would say
that's all you learned was how to become perverted. In my opinion, and
them kids hated going to school. Oh my gosh, it was a fight every day to get them to go to school. Literally a fight. Somebody was always yelling at somebody, that's for sure. I regret those days. I wish I could have homeschooled, or even he could have homeschooled. He was home, I wasn't. Make me go. I know, nobody does want to go to. It does feel like a prison when you go there.
Yeah.
I mean,
what hell? Ours with all the fake flags that they put out there with the school shootings and stuff, and have all the schools on lockdown like a prison now because you can't go into a school like you used to be able to. And they got our school was outdoor. You could go from classroom to classroom and it was all outdoors.
they changed that by the time.
But
I hit
now
there.
it's all like a prison system. And you can't even walk in through the front door without like getting buzzed in. It's crazy. And it's insane how the government got, the society, and it's slowly worked up to this.
My friend Matt in there for like half the lunch. Screaming. He was trapped in the trunk. Holy shit. Oh, that's funny, Rex. In 11th and 12th grade, I actually used to sneak people out of campus in my trunk at lunch. I remember one time I forgot my friend in there for like half the lunch, and when I got up to the car, he was screaming for help because he was trapped in the trunk.
Jesus Christ, I would have died, Rex, because that was always my worst fear, is being trapped in a trunk. I'm claustrophobic. I mean, in a certain way.
See, you ain't that claustrophobic.
But when it comes to like a trunk,
You watched too much ID back in the day.
yeah, when you're in high school, you do some goofy ass shit.
That's how I got in school suspension, because we were leaving. I was an aide for one of the vice principal, and I got to have the whole room of the school, and I snuck my friends out. But my one friend was so stupid that she dropped my pocketbook out of my car, and I had to stop, and a bunch of kids saw me and reported me.
What fell out of it?
My whole pocketbook. She didn't shut the door right as we were trying to fly through the parking lot to get the hell off school grounds. You gotta go out. And stupid people saw me out the school windows and reported me because we were leaving during school time.
Best times, honestly, Rex, the only good times I had in high school is when I was
Oh, you met me when we were in high school.
oh yeah. But
He's regretting it.
I really wasn't. I was already graduated, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, you were graduated.
Yeah. You were a freshman.
No, I wasn't. I was a senior. You still like me though, for
No,
some reason. Now he regrets it every day of his life. I'm kidding. I'm seriously kidding. I know he doesn't.
the only way I got through it was with taking Xanax. I was tripping, smoking weed, drinking beer.
I remember drinking Mad Dog in class and in the bathroom.
Yeah, and the teachers wouldn't even fuck
I know.
with you.
We
You
just
could
turned around in our chair and chugged it real fast because we sat in the back of the class.
They didn't give a fuck.
Oh, there's Fuzzy. There's Fuzzy.
I mean,
Oh, that's quick.
it was crazy how the teachers were back then. I don't know how they are now, but back then, I could go in there all fucked up and they wouldn't give a shit. They knew it. I'd sleep through the whole fucking period.
I used to smoke in the bathroom. I didn't care.
I know you could smoke, yeah.
I smoked cigarettes in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think I even smoked weed in school too, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, well, I always went out back, but when you change periods, when you pass by the gym. And Coach Slick used to, and he caught on to us, and this fucking coach used to sit up on this little ledge above the roof of the gym, and we never seen him up there before, but he watched us one time, and the motherfucker jumped down like a fucking animal. It was like, ripped it out of our hands and shit. Fucking retard. I hope he's doing all right. Well, they named that whole fucking stadium after him.
No, they didn't.
That over at North High, isn't it called Slick something?
It's called Mike Callis Stadium because that's the guy that donated all the money to do it. It's called the Callis Stadium.
Oh, I thought something had to do with Slick.
No, but he just retired. I did see that.
Jesus Christ.
I know, he's been there forever. But you know, he was always my favorite coach out of all of them because the two women coaches were.
Oh, they were dykes.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, I was trying not to be offensive.
I didn't mean to jump on that one. But they were lesbians. And they made sure they hung out in the locker room. That's all I'm saying.
You weren't a girl. You weren't there to see what they were looking at.
Why, no, the Coach Slick and shit never hung out in the locker room like that.
Oh, believe me, they did. Whatever. Anyway, how did we get off subject?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Do you need a beer? Because I have to go pee. You can go on. I'll get you.
I think I want to roll.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Should we roll, folks? I don't know what to do. Rex, should I roll? God damn. I'm trying to keep up on the reading. Takes me a little bit. Rex, did you ever play football? Are you still in here? You look like a football player. Why? Okay. God damn it. All right. I'll do another bong hit. And maybe a blood over intent for Rex and his newborn son. Because that's beautiful. I wish it's a beautiful thing having a newborn and watching that, especially at home. I've never.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you do it like in a bathtub, or are you having like a nurse come in? Or
They're doing it by themselves. Rex is going to deliver the baby. You really don't remember the conversation from last night. Plus, they have kittens that are due, and so Rex is going to be delivering a baby and kittens at the same time. He doesn't listen.
Rex, I'll smoke with you. Okay, I know. I told you. You got to know me. I forget a lot.
I just like picking on him. It's fun. Let's see. He played football, and you were in baseball, weren't you?
I played Little League. and I sucked. I never hit the ball once.
Damn.
Never.
Let's see. I played soccer and ended up sitting on the bench the whole time because I kept cleating people. And I ran track. I was actually good at that.
I guarantee you. Yeah, I can
move that because I can't see it.
Them coaches, they're like drill sergeants. You know?
And I will say I have to give you two credit because I am not sure. That is scary. I mean, personally, there's no way I would want him delivering my child.
I bet you'd be surprised.
I don't know. You get awful squirmish when it just comes to dog puke, let alone everything that comes out of a woman's body when she's delivering a baby.
Yeah, you're right.
See,
I don't think I could.
Yeah, I think you'd
You're
end
the
up
man,
running
Rex.
or puking.
You're the man.
So I will say more power to you two, because there's
I
just
do get queamish. squeamish.
I was in marching band for a little bit. Not much. I couldn't stand it. I wanted to play the drums, and my parents made me play the fucking clarinet.
I was in marching. Some crazy ass fucking distraction bullshit. But it's beautiful because our daughter was in marching band, and I mean, I guess it was cool to watch that, but other than that, I wouldn't.
I never even could get the tunes down. I remember having to march. We have this stupid ass parade around here. It's lagging for some reason. It's hard to tell why. We have this stupid ass parade around here, and I remember having to walk that parade, and I never learned the music. So everybody else was playing around me, and I was just doing this, pretending like I knew what the fuck I was doing. I didn't have a goddamn clue.
That's what Sierra said she used to do. She wasn't even playing her
I wasn't
instrument.
either. I was just moving the keys
Oh
around.
my God. And letting everybody else do the work.
Fucking right. I hated the clarinet.
Jeez. Isn't that funny how this place is? I guess we're going to roll.
They said we're lagging.
So maybe we'll pop back on. It's only 10 here on the East Coast.
She said Kenzie's in Hagerstown.
We got company coming, so you're going to hear fucking
It's going to be chaos.
Hercules of dogs barking.
French horn and trumpet. Damn.
That French horn.
I mean, that's something.
That is, I don't even know how that motherfucker, I couldn't even look at it right to figure it out.
Dang.
Yeah, when I seen people with them, I thought they were like, I was like, damn, that motherfucker, that's the best instrument and like hardest thing to ever play. And I looked up to people that played the French instrument because I guarantee you that's one of the hardest instruments.
How would you know? You've never even played an instrument.
Just by looking at the motherfucker.
It does look complicated.
Jesus Christ, the way you gotta hold on your kid. I don't know. It's just nuts. The way some of these instruments work where you gotta put your fingers and stuff.
Why do you think I never really learned the clarinet? I actually was in band and chorus at the same time. Right when what was it? It was middle school, I guess. And my chorus instructor even called my mom because I said, I'm going to quit chorus. And they said, he called my mom and said, you can't let her quit because she's really good. I don't know how. But instead, I went with band, and I regret that to this day because I actually think I would have liked chorus better. Except he can't stand hearing me sing in the shower, so I'm sure I've gone downhill since then. Take quite a bit to be able to make the sounds. I bet. French horn was easier than the trumpet. Holy crap!
Yeah, I tried the trumpet for like 2 days in band in elementary school, and I couldn't get like I couldn't get my lips in the right way to put that projection out to make it that noise through the horn. So that's why I gave up on band. That was my experience, but god damn, I can't imagine that fucking French horn. That thing is like
sounds really big.
But and it's like a spiral. Are you talking about the one that goes over your shoulder and it has a big horn up here and you go, ooh, or is it that little spiral one? I don't know which one it is.
Here, I'm going to show you a picture so you know what she's talking about. That's a French horn. The big motherfucker. You know what the trumpet is.
Holy shit. Yeah, I think that's one of them complicated.
I think you're thinking of the tuba.
Yeah, the tuba is the one that goes up on your shoulder. It looks like a bazooka.
I played drums in a couple heavy metal bands.
Damn.
See, I always wanted to learn how to play the drums. Like I said, my parents wouldn't let me. I don't think they wanted to hear me practice in the house. I could have played for a heavy metal band if I would have learned. What are you doing? Quit touching stuff before you do something.
Oh, the fucking thing just moved up there and did that.
All right. Well, you tend to touch stuff. So I do have to ask, when you guys do have your baby, you can do everything from home, right? You don't have to have anybody come in, or, I mean, do you have to take it to the doctor or anything like that? Or is it just something that, you know, I don't know how it works when it's a complete home birth, when it's just you two. I'm very curious about this, to tell you the truth. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
I'm curious. I want to know how it works.
I'd be a nervous wreck, honestly.
It's not that we're ever having another kid. Might get another dog before it's all over with, but we're never having any other kids. I can't. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we're a lot older than Rex and his wife.
Man,
I'm 50.
you're not 50, you're 48. Get out of here.
Why not round it up? Jesus Christ.
Of course, okay. I'm really up.
Hopefully I ain't gonna see 50.
Mary jumped in. Hi, Mary. It's really up to the mother and father. Of
Mary,
course, and the state's going to try and make you go so they can put your kid on paper. Are you guys going to put the kid on paper? Or are you just going to keep the kid off grid like everything should be? You don't have to. If you want to get your receipt of birth, you take them to the pediatrician or to a midwife.
Mary Barnes might know about all this kind of information because she was into social
work.
Social work, yeah. So she might be able to.
I was kind of hoping the system would have fallen apart by now and make it easier on us just walking away from it, right? I hear
Mary
ya.
Barnes, I appreciate you and the wizard beyond belief. And I'm sorry if I look a little goofy and might sound a little goofy, but I mean, do I sound goofy?
You sound like you.
It feels like I feel goofy for some reason.
Well, do you feel goofy? Should you go lay down?
Did I take anything?
Yeah, you smoked your bong and drank beer.
I'm fine.
I don't think you are.
Don't listen to her. I'm fine. I was just fucking around. Mary. Man, Mary, I tell you, you don't know how much we appreciate you and the wizard coming on there and just...
You speak the truth. You put your blood over intent.
Put the hammer and the nail in the coffin, that's for sure.
It just painted a Last Supper picture. I called it Wiener Roast. I tweet both those when I hang out with you all. And the funny thing is Brian and me were out in the garage earlier, and we were watching your video, Mary. And it is funny because literally I want Rex and Tiffany on one side of us as a neighbor, and I want Mary and the wizard on the other side of us. I think we would have a grand time.
Fucking right. Let's all rent out a block and rock.
I know, right? Might as well enjoy these end times. I mean, look at everything that's going around you or going on around us. It's all just, some people are actually getting depressed and they're going stir crazy and whatnot. Us, on the other hand, we're just making the best of what we can. I mean, personally, I don't know about you ladies, but working from home, I don't have to put a bra on. And I hate bras. I really hate bras. So it's nice to be able to sit in my comfortable clothes without a bra on and just relax. I actually have gotten more work done, I think, here than I do at work.
IFFWT. I know, right? IFFWT. This is what you got to do. Laugh it up because it's good times, and people think it's the end times are good times to us. You know, we see it as we're going to perceive it, and we're going to get the fuck up out of here, and nobody's going to stop us. Nobody. Not your mother fucking preacher.
Ugh.
Not your motherfucking God. Not your fucking religion. Not your fucking government.
No.
You got to save yourself and unite together on YouTube and show your atonement through blood over an intent. And that's 144,000 strong, because
I'll be right back.
I would never, ever be sitting here and telling people what to do if I didn't experience what I experienced after I did blood over intent. After I spilt my blood and uploaded it into the fucking Ethernet and gained favor of my creator, I've gained completely new eyes and the mind to see what the fuck is really going on inside this matrix. And it's just incredible times, and it's going to happen, folks. And I'm telling you, if you haven't looked into blood over intent and you're watching this, it's probably not meant for you if you don't have the currency to do it. But this is just my experience after I did it. And I guarantee you, all my blood brothers and goddesses out there, after they did their blood over intent and uploaded into the Ethernet, their lives went like a light bulb. It went from dark to light. And that's just what it's all about. And it's the only way out of here. This is it. I mean, nobody else is going to do anything. Nobody's going anywhere. Nobody's going to space. Nobody's getting out of this fucking capsule we live in. This aquarium, this test lab. Show your motherfucking creator this Ethernet. It leaked out. And you need to leak the fuck out and show your creator proof of life.
I worship you all, every one of you. It's just nice to know that there's other people. Yep. Here's the shit show.
Yeah, we got company.
You got another one, she said. She's never mentored.
All right, folks, we got to jump. Should we jump off here?
Do you really want to go up there for that shit show?
I could smoke a cigarette.
Harry said it. It's always, it always comes out of his mouth. Fucking Space Force. It's a bunch of shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy living and waking up. It's crazy woke up into this simulation full of zombies around you. And you know, you can't communicate with anybody. You got to dumb yourself around, no matter where you're around, who you're around. It's crazy. Nobody wants to see anything, and nobody wants to hear anything. Nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody wants to know the truth. All they want to know is what the fucking news is telling them on the goddamn fucking TV. And that's all who we're around. But except our household, we know the fucking truth. But you go outside our house, you ain't gonna communicate with nobody but fucking zombies.
Ugh, and that's the truth.
Nothing but fucking zombies. Filthy fucking zombies. I could fucking burn these. Yeah. I could fucking burn all these zombies. It's getting that bad. And I'm sorry. I'm not a violent person. But it's just pathetic how this place is getting. Hopefully.
See, Mary, I don't know how you do it. Like, I'll look up stuff, but I have to stop after a while or I don't sleep. Literally. Last night was the first night I have had solid ass sleep forever. And I don't know why. She has 9 dogs and 5 cats.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Damn, Mary. Dora, you. Whew.
Well, shit, that's weight off my shoulder. We thought we had it bad here. God damn. But yeah, I love animals. We get along with animals better than we do fucking these
because
humans.
They're not zombies. I mean, yeah, we have a bunch of goofy animals.
And we get along with you all. But outside this place, we don't get along with nobody, really.
No, not really. But I'm sure that's normal for most of you. Tell you the truth.
Right.
She's already bossing her around.
All right, folks. I know.
He's craving a cigarette. I can see it in his eyes.
I know, right? I'm sorry, folks. Maybe we'll pop back on, but it might be late. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. I'm going to go do a Billy Bong hit and go smoke a cigarette.
But thanks for chiming in because, as always, it's always fun to hang with all of you.
See you, Joseph, Rex, Gert, Tiff, Mary, Tiff. I like that name, Tiff. I like just a Tiffy Tit.
Oh my God! Get the fuck off of here in the stream. Sorry, Tiff.